Welcome to the Free to SOAR podcast. My mission is to inspire, empower, and equip heart-centered, mission-driven, kingdom-minded business owners to show up freely and fully as the brilliant, powerful change makers that you are, so that you can lead the business and the life of your dreams. You'll enjoy vulnerable, authentic conversations with me and other heart-centered, mission-driven leaders that will spark your heart and ignite your passion to powerfully transform you, your business, and your life from the inside out. Your next level of impact and income is about unleashing the fullness of you, reprogramming your limiting beliefs and patterns, tapping into and trusting your inner wisdom, and harnessing God's power within you so that you can unlock new possibilities in your business and your life. And this show brings it to you. Step with me into a God-powered reality wilder than your wildest dreams, with freedom, impact, abundance, and enjoyment that you were created for. Let's go. Well, welcome to another episode of the Free to SOAR podcast. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in your day. And today I want to talk about money. And today I want to share 8 keys to receiving more money. And I use the word receiving intentionally because making money comes from the live striving. We don't have to work hard for money. We get to receive the easeful, abundant flow of money into our lives, and we get to enjoy it. And money is the oxygen of our lives and our businesses, and we need to start seeing it as such and opening to allowing and embracing the free flow of money into our businesses and our lives, because we're the only thing that is blocking money from pouring in. And that's we block it based on our programming and based on our conditioning and our nervous system around money. And so neuroscience shows us that when we have a belief, the beliefs that we're programmed about money, the experiences that we've had around money, that forms neural pathways in our brain. And those pathways actually produce a frequency, a vibration that we show up in. And everything else in creation, as God made it that way, has a frequency also, a vibration. And the truth is that whatever is an energetic match, frequency-wise, is what is attracted to each other. We change our beliefs and our programming, we change our frequency, and when we do, we open to the flow of abundance. More can flow in. Abundance is a high vibration because it is of God. It is His very nature. But we block our own flow of abundance because of our unbelief. So let's stop that and let's start understanding how we open to receive more money into our lives with ease and with enjoyment. And we begin to do that by understanding what money really is and how money really works. So you ready? Let's dive in. The first key that I want you to understand about money to be able to receive more of it is that money is energy. It is currency. And money is neutral. It does not have a charge. Money doesn't judge. It is not good or bad. It just is. It simply flows to whoever is an energetic match for it. There is no limitation of money either. It is not a construct. We have believed it to be a construct, a man-made construct. Instead, though, it's a currency. It's flow. And more abundance and more expansion flows in when we raise our vibration by expanding our beliefs and expanding our capacity in our conditioning, nervous system conditioning, to be able to receive more money. Number 2, money needs to know where to go. It needs clarity. It needs purpose, and it needs direction. Flow, anything that flows needs direction, right? And where do things flow to? They flow to clear spaces. So, do you have clarity and purpose around where you want money to flow? It's an interesting thing to think about. Like real clarity and purpose, not just, oh, it would be nice to have more money, or not to be coming from this desperate energy of, I need more money. Those lower our vibrations and they repel money. They create resistance. We've got to get really specific about and tangible and have tangible reasons for why we need to receive more money, why we want to receive more money, and actually have a detailed plan for how it's going to be used. And I don't want you to think about it generally. I want you to actually sit down with a piece of paper and a pen, spreadsheet if you're the spreadsheet type, or just paper if you're the paper type, and write it down. But get really serious with yourself. What dollar amount do you want? And where's it going? Where is it actually going to be spent? Where is it going to be invested? What's on your heart that you want to pour more money into? Where do you feel like you want growth in your life? Where do you feel led to have more capacity for receiving more money? And where is that money going to flow into in your life or your business? The energy of, it would be nice to have more money is not a powerful, high vibrational energy. Money needs clarity, it needs purpose, and it needs a why, just like you do. And it needs to know where to flow. All right. Number 3, money needs a safe place to land. So we've got to create a safe place for money to flow into. Meaning, are we prepared to receive the money? Do we feel safe and secure for the money to flow in? Are we in an unsafe or safe energy for money to flow in? In other words, is our programming and the conditioning in our nervous system, is it desperation, fear, anxiety, mistrust, negativity, and urgency? Or is it expanded and abundant and hopeful and excited and creative and joyful and easeful? That's where money flows into, not these other places. So it depends on how our bodies are conditioned, so that as to how much money feels safe to come into our lives. Also, we need to look at our structures in our lives. We need to know, have we got the safety for money to flow into, and are we prepared to hold on to it, steward it, and use it so that so we don't sabotage it or lose it in some way. This is why 70% of lottery winners end up actually going bankrupt. There's no structure, there's no systems, there's no purpose for the money. And so it ends up slipping through their fingers. They don't know where it's going. They don't know what to do with it. They don't have the structure to set up to support it. We've got to dig into the financial structures that we've set up in our lives and in our businesses. Do we have an emergency fund? Are we being smart, safe, and structured with money? Do we have a retirement fund set up? Do we have a separate bank account where it's drawing interest? Are we mixing our personal finances with our business finances? Are we paying ourselves? Are we valuing ourselves with our money? As a business owner, do you have the financial support that you need? Do you have a tax advisor, a CPA, a financial advisor? Do you have a bookkeeper? Who is supporting you in creating the structure for receiving more money into your business and being able to steward more money? So what would happen if you made an extra 100,000 in the next 2 months? Are you like, okay, well, there's no infrastructure or safety net to support that. There's no place for that money to go. There's no space for that to go. Are you an energetic match for that money? So we want to make sure that all the things, the structures, the systems, and the security is in place, and we are a safe place for money to land. That's so, so, so important. Number 4, money loves movement. It is currency. It is flow. And your money needs to move. And so there's this quote: if you want more money to flow, you got to let your money flow. Another way to say that is, if you want more money to flow, you got to let money go. Got to stop grasping it so tightly and being so afraid of it, and afraid of spending and afraid to let it circulate, because money likes to be in energetic circulation and it likes to move. It is a flowing energy. And so we know Newton's first law, where that says when that energy in motion stays in motion. So any object in motion stays in motion, and any object at rest stays at rest. So if we think of money as constantly being in motion, then it's going to stay in motion. But if we think of money as always being at rest and being finite and limited, then it's going to stay at rest. If we sit it in a bank account that's not drawing interest, or that's not investing in it, we're not investing it, we're not spending it in any way to improve on our lives or improve on our skills or expand our growth, then we're going to just have the same amount of money, and we're going to draw the same amount of money to us. So earning is infinite. the amount of money that we can receive because we're constantly acquiring new skills and creating more value and expanding our capacity to receive more, living from our higher self and having that higher capacity to receive more and steward more, that is infinite. There's limitlessness to that. But saving money is finite. We can only save so much money. So we need to participate in the circulation of money. We need to be growing and expanding and spending money and not clinging on to money and being afraid to spend it. There's this quote by, I think it's Billy Napier. I think that's who said it, that scared money don't make money. Well, if you're acting and operating from an energy of scarcity, or you're being scared with your money, then it's not going to make more money. You're going to grasp so tightly to it that it's going to just stay the finite amount that it is. And so true wealth comes from investing and having compounded interest and taking risks and not operating from a place of scarcity, but a place of abundance, and doing things to grow and seeing opportunities and thinking big. And that all involves risk, but it's participating in the circulation of money, which money loves. The fifth key is that we've got to create a loving, enjoyable relationship with money. It's important to find gratitude when it comes to money. When we think of the word appreciation, this is the way to get out of the lack mentality and into the abundance thinking and into the abundance way of living. When we appreciate what we have appreciates. And think about the word appreciation in relation to money. It's pretty interesting, huh? So how can we find gratitude for all that money has done for us and all it continues to do for us? Every person on this earth can find ways that money has been there for us. It has come through for us. It has supported us. It has given us opportunities we wouldn't have otherwise. We can be grateful for the money that's in our lives. And as we begin to appreciate the money that we do have and what money has done for us and what money will continue to do for us, instead of focusing on when it hasn't shown up or what it hasn't done or how little there is or, whatever that other limited thinking is, then our relationship with money begins to completely change. So we create a loving relationship with money by being appreciative of money and enjoying it. And then that also requires forgiving ourselves for not knowing better with our past decisions around money. We've got to release ourselves from our mistakes. We've got to release ourselves from the debt that we've accrued. We can't shame and blame ourselves and not see the growth that's produced in us. We've got to choose appreciation and gratitude. And appreciate the experiences that we've learned from money and not stay in the shame and the guilt and the embarrassment around money and the judgment around money, because the experiences that we've have expanded us if we allow them to. And so we need to expand our capacity to appreciate and enjoy money and how it's been there for us and what it does and what it continues to do for us and what is ahead of us with money. We've also got to get in rooms with people who enjoy money and love money and who are open to receiving more of it. We got to be around people and engage in conversations, not with people who are complaining about money and poor mouthing about money, because that's a poverty mindset. We got to normalize the abundance mindset and normalize the amount of money that you are the wealth that you are comfortable receiving in your life, and begin to up-level that and expand that conversation. And instead of looking at how expensive everything is and what's wrong with the economy and inflation, look at what the infinite possibilities and opportunities are and how everything is available to you. And that as you begin to up-level your thinking and open yourself to receiving more, then more money will flow in and you get to enjoy it. So get rid of all the negative thinking, get rid of the scarcity mindset, get rid of the poor mouthing about money, get rid of poor, pitiful me, suck the poison out of your brain and out of your life. It is learning to stop normalizing the poverty mindset and instead embrace your inheritance and the birthright of being wealthy and abundant. Number 6, decide that it is inevitable, that it is already done, that more money is in alignment with who you are, and that you are deciding that it is flowing in, and that you are going to believe in faith that more money is coming in. And instead of wanting more money, you are intentionally creating and deciding and declaring and defining the more money that's coming in. And you get to do that from the power and authority of God in you. And you don't have to know how it's going to happen. That's not your job. It's not for you to figure out. It's about releasing and surrendering the puzzle of the how. It's that you get to, and it's know that it's, and understand that it's already been done in the quantum, that God's already given you your full inheritance, that you get to be wealthy, that you get to live in abundance, that everything you have is right there available to you, but it's lining you up, mindset, condition, nervous system programming, all the things, so that you can, so that it can realize from the spiritual realm to the physical realm, so that you can see it in reality in your life. You get to live with the anticipation and the excitement of, this is happening for me. This is coming. I get to, it's already done. It's inevitable. And I get to watch it flow in with ease and enjoyment. And I get to enjoy it when it gets here. Key number 7, declare that more money is coming in. Declare your new reality and practice mental rehearsal as a discipline. The visualization, mental rehearsal, is actually a very, very powerful practice. It's a spiritual discipline, and it affects your body and what is available to you greatly. There's research, science proves that actual changes neurologically, physiologically happen in your body that your brain is so powerful that when you visualize something, when you mentally rehearse something, the mind is so strong that there are changes in your body and in your life actually happen as a result. So you get to write out a new script about money. You get to decide what your new story is going to be about money in your life. You get to discard the old story that's not working for you and the old programming that's not working for you. You get to speak new affirmations every day that line up with what you already know to be true and what God says is true about you. You get to embody the new version of you, the highest level version of you, and live from that place and lead from that you, and ask, how would I show up and live, and what decisions would I make, and who would I be around if that were my reality? And I get to do that now, ahead of time, and then money shows up. So what does it look like for you to be who you really want to be? And you start living from that place, and you visualize what that's like to live that life. And you do that practice every day, and you start to embody it, and you feel it, and you see how you're showing up in your life, and you visualize how money is showing up in your bank account, and you visualize the new life that you have and how much you get to enjoy it. And you get to write new affirmations and new powerful declarations around them. And if you want to learn how to do this exactly, I walk you through every step of this process. I teach you this. I give you specific examples of this. I walk you through my process of learning how to do this in my book, Warrior Arise, Live Bravely, Freely, and Authentically You. I teach you this whole process step by step and give you exercises and support and guidance through the process. You can get that book. You can get my book on Amazon.com. I also do this in tandem with my book, with my online course, which is just $137. It's a 5-module course. It has videos, it has exercises, it has spiritual disciplines, it has meditations, it has visualizations for you to do. It's got teachings on there. It's a 5-module course that walks you through every step of this process. You can get that online course on ConnieJonesCoach.com just for $137. It's a thousands of dollar value that I'm putting out there because I want you to experience this new transformation in your life. And I want to walk you through doing this and showing you how powerful it really is. And it's not easy to do alone. So, when you don't know how to do it for yourself, it takes walking it out with someone. So go and get the course right now, order the book, do one, do both. You will not be the same for it. I promise. And you will watch money flow into your life like never, ever, ever before. So find your visualization exercises, get your meditation exercises, do your visualization, go for a drive, play some music, write in your journal your new affirmations. What do you want your experience with money to be like in your life? And begin to embody the wealth that you have. Encode that experience of abundance into your subconscious mind and into your somatic memory in your body so that you can begin to experience at a cellular level, so that you can begin to live the beautiful life of abundance. And number 8, our last and final step is to become a different person. You literally have to become a different person. You've got to raise your energetic vibration. You've got to become the energetic match for the new reality that you want to experience, because the current you is the you that's an energetic match for the reality that you're currently experiencing. And so it's important that you begin to show up differently, that you practice embodying the you that lives the new life that you want to live, the new reality of abundance. And you begin to make decisions and take action from that place. And when you do, that new reality appears into your life. But you got to do different. You got to make different choices. You got to take different risks in order to be different. And in order to, when you are different, you will receive different. So if you want something different, you got to become a different person. And that means adopting a new personality, a new belief system, a new embodiment energy. Our personalities are not permanent. Our programming is not all there is. It is what we've learned, but who says it's true? It's not, many times. And so we were living in this limited reality. And if we want to get a different result, we've got to break out of the beyond the bounds of the current reality that we're experiencing, which means we need to challenge some of this programming and these limiting mindsets and the limited reality that seems to be all that's available to us. We've got to do something different. And so we got to take a step in faith and courage, or maybe several steps in faith and courage, and do the things that change our situations. Hire your business coach that's your dream coach. Get in a mastermind. Go on a retreat. Invest in some way in your business that you've been feeling led to. Wake up differently. Think differently. Move differently. Do different routines in your lives. Become a different person so that you can be the you that attracts this new experience that you want to have in your life. You've got to move beyond what is, the same old patterns, the same old thinking, and be open to a new journey, because you're on this journey of becoming. And as you become more of who you were created to be, you get to experience more of the inheritance that God has for you. So do stuff you've never done before. Access new levels of courage and act on them. Take new risks. Make moves. And let yourself take that inspired, aligned action that's been calling to you deep in your heart. And test those limits. Grow and evolve. And let yourself open to this new abundance, this new growth, this new expansion that's available to you. You become the person that can receive more of that abundance. And as you do, and as you begin to be able to hold more of that responsibility and operate from a place of higher wealth and capacity and create more value in the world, you will see money pour into your life with ease and abundance and enjoyment like never before. So choose to become the embodiment of the highest version of you so that you can experience all that is available to you, so that you can have the freedom, the impact, the enjoyment, the ease, and the abundance that you were made for. Because what you have now is not all there is. And I hope you've enjoyed these points. If these If this episode has spoken to you, if it's inspired and empowered you in any way, copy the link, send it to somebody that you know needs to hear it. Let them know you were thinking about them. Take a screenshot of it, share it in your Instagram stories, wherever, but share it. Word of mouth is the number one way that we continue to spread and grow this show. And I appreciate you guys being here with me so much. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you being on your own growth journey. And I thank you and I love you guys. And I just want you to share this with more people so that they can level up their lives and their businesses also. And if you're not already, make sure that you're on my email list, because that's where I share all the free programs, all the free details about the offerings, all the business masterminds, all the life-changing mindset offerings that I have, all of the weekly inspiration and coaching wisdom that I share with you for free. And so make sure you get on my email list. Go to ConnieJonesCoach.com. You'll see the pop-up that comes up and just enter your information and subscribe to the email list so that you can be notified of all of the offerings that will allow you to expand your capacity to receive more. And also, last but not least, make sure you're subscribed to this show on your favorite podcast platform to be notified when new episodes drop. All right, you guys, thank you again for being here. I love you guys. Thanks for sharing the word. And thank you for having the courage to be on your growth journey of becoming the warrior that you are so that you can live in the destiny, in the fullness of the destiny that you were created for. I'll see you right back here next time. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me today on the Free to Soar podcast, where we empower and equip you to lead the business and the life of your dreams with freedom, impact, enjoyment, and abundance. I look forward to our next episode together, and I invite you to subscribe to be notified of new episodes as they are released. Please share this or your favorite episode with a friend or a loved one, and I'd love it if you'd leave a review on iTunes and Spotify.